Close your eyes for just one moment. Not because you need to rest, because what you are about to hear deserves your full heart. And your full heart deserves to finally feel seen. There is someone in your life right now who thinks about you in the quiet hours, in the space between waking and sleeping. When the world goes still and the mind stops performing, they think about you. Not briefly, not casually. The way you think about something that has changed you without asking permission. They are younger, and they are terrified. Not because what they feel is wrong, but because what they feel is the most honest thing that has ever lived inside their chest. And they don't yet know if they are brave enough to let it out. Every time you walk into the room, something in them goes completely quiet. Like the whole world suddenly has a center. Like every scattered, restless, searching part of them finally knows which direction is home. And they have said nothing. Because some feelings are so sacred, so enormous, so unlike anything you can rehearse in the bathroom mirror at midnight, that the only thing more terrifying than losing them is the possibility of them not being real. But they are real, more real than anything either of you has put into words. And what is living inside this person right now, beneath every smile they've given you, beneath every moment they almost said it, will take your breath away. Here is what they never tell you about falling for someone older when you are young. It isn't simple. It doesn't feel like a crush. It doesn't buzz and fade the way ordinary wanting does. It settles, like something coming to rest. After a long journey, like a bird that has been flying for years, finally finding the branch it was made for. This person looks at others their own age and feels like a stranger at a party they didn't want to attend. They smile. They laugh. They do everything the moment requires. But underneath all of it, there is a quiet, persistent, aching awareness that something is missing. And then there is you. You, with your steadiness. You, with the way you carry your scars, like they taught you something, instead of only breaking you. You, with the warmth in your voice that younger people haven't yet learned to fake. When they are with you, that missing thing stops missing. The noise inside them goes soft. And in the silence that follows, something deep and unhurried and true begins to speak. They didn't choose this feeling. They didn't look for it. It found them the way all real things find you. Without warning, without logic, without the courtesy of arriving at a convenient time, and the night they finally admitted it to themselves. They lay in the dark and thought one sentence over and over. I don't know how to unfeel this. What that one sentence means for you, and why it changes everything, is something you were meant to hear today. They have been watching you in ways you haven't noticed. Not in a way that should frighten you, in the way that someone watches a fire, not to study it, but because looking away feels like a small loss every single time. They notice the way you pause before you speak, like your words matter to you before they leave your mouth. They notice the way you listen, really listen, like the person talking to you is the only person in the world right now. They notice the way you laugh at something unexpected, and how for one unguarded second your whole face becomes completely honest. These are not the things someone notices when they are simply passing through. These are the things someone memorizes because they are afraid of a future where they might need to remember. And here's the part that will stay with you long after this is over. They have compared you quietly to everyone else they know. Not to judge, not to compete, but because when something feels this different, you need to understand why. And every single time, in every single comparison, you win. Not because you are perfect, because you are real in a way that most people they know are still practicing. You make them want to stop practicing. You make them want to arrive. You make them want to finally be fully present in their own life. And what they feel when they imagine that life, a life where they stopped being afraid and simply told you the truth, is the most beautiful thing they have ever let themselves imagine. If you have ever looked at this person and felt something you couldn't explain, you were not imagining it. If you have ever had a conversation with them that felt too alive to be ordinary, you were not projecting. If you have ever caught them looking at you a moment too long, and then watched them look away like they had given something away, They had. They were giving you the only honest thing they knew how to offer without words. Themselves. The real version. The version they don't show to a world that hasn't earned it yet. And you, without even trying, earned it. You earned it by being exactly who you are. By not performing, not pretending, not shrinking yourself into something easier to understand. You showed up as the full, complicated, luminous truth of yourself. And something in them recognized it the way the ocean recognizes rain. Like it was always supposed to arrive. Like it was always already known. If your heart is wide open right now, if something in your chest is aching in the sweetest possible way, because finally someone is saying what you have felt but could not name, then stay with every single word that comes next. Because what this person is carrying for you, what they have been too afraid to bring to your door, is a love so careful and so complete that it will rewrite everything you thought you knew about being chosen. Subscribe now and turn on notifications. Because every time doubt whispers that you imagined it, every time fear says it can't be real, we will be here to remind you. It is real. It was always real. And you deserve every breathtaking word of it. The reason they haven't said it yet isn't what you think. And understanding the real reason will change how you see every moment you've shared. They haven't told you because they are protecting you, not from themselves, from the weight of their own feeling. This person knows, in the way that young people sometimes know enormous things before they have the words for them, that what they carry for you is not something you put down easily. It is not a feeling you offer someone and then take back when it becomes inconvenient. It is the kind of feeling that asks something of a person. It says, if you let me in, I will give you everything I have. And they are afraid that everything they have might not be enough. That you will look at what they're offering and see youth where they hoped you'd see depth. See inexperience where they hoped you'd see honesty. See someone unfinished where they hoped you'd see someone real. So they wait and they watch and they love you from a careful distance. And they tell themselves that this almost, this not yet, this close enough to feel but far enough to survive, is better than risking the whole beautiful thing. But here is what they don't know yet. What they are offering you exactly as it is, unpolished and enormous and trembling with sincerity, is already more than most people ever receive in a lifetime. You already feel it, don't you? You already know. Let me tell you what loving you looks like from where they are standing. It looks like checking their phone and hoping. It looks like replaying conversations late at night and finding new warmth in every word. It looks like hearing a song that sounds like the feeling they carry for you and sitting very still until it's over. It looks like wanting to call you when something good happens and wanting to call you when something hard happens, and slowly realizing that you are the person they want to call for everything in between. That is not a phase. That is not confusion dressed up as feeling. That is someone whose life has quietly reorganized itself around the fact of you. And the love inside that reorganization, steady, patient, full of a gentleness that the world has not yet had the chance to harden, is the kind of love that does not ask you to be anything other than exactly what you already are. It does not want you younger. It does not want you different. It wants your mornings and your difficult days and your laughter and your silence and the particular way you exist in a room. All of it. Without revision, without condition, without end. And you deserve to receive love like that without apology, without explanation, without anyone's permission but your own. What happens inside them the moment they finally find the courage to say it, and how close that moment actually is something that will leave you breathless. The moment is closer than you think. You can feel it already. The way the air between you has changed. The way conversations end and neither of you quite wants to be the one to leave. The way something unspoken has started to take up more space than everything that has been said. They are almost there, standing at the edge of the most honest thing they have ever done. Looking out at you, gathering every quiet piece of courage they have ever owned. And when they finally speak, when the words they have practiced and swallowed and practiced, again finally find their way out into the open air between you, it will not sound like a speech. It will sound like relief, like someone setting down something heavy they have been carrying for far too long, like a door opening into a room that has been waiting, warm and lit for exactly this arrival. And you will understand in that moment that every silence before was not absence. It was preparation. Every almost was not hesitation. It was devotion learning how to be brave. Every careful distance was not disinterest. It was love being so tender with itself that it could not afford to rush. You were worth the waiting. You were worth every terrified, beautiful, carefully protected moment of it. And what you will feel when you finally stand on the same side of all that silence. Together. Honest. Seen. Is something this world does not have a word for yet. But there is one more thing you need to understand first. The most important thing. The one that explains why this love. Of all the loves that could have found you now. This did not happen by accident, not the timing. Not the specific tenderness they feel for you and no one else. Not the way your presence quiets something in them that has never been quiet before. This happened because you are someone who has loved the world with your whole heart and asked for very little in return. You have been generous with your warmth and careful with other people's pain and honest in a world that rewards performance over truth. And the universe, which notices these things even when no one else does, sent you someone whose love is proportional to everything you have given. Someone whose heart is young enough to be unmarked by the specific bitterness that experience can carve into people, and yet old enough in feeling to know exactly what you are worth. They are not confused about you. They are not going through something. They are not on their way to somewhere else. They arrived at you, deliberately and completely, and with a love so attentive it borders on reverence. You do not have to earn this. You do not have to explain it. You do not have to make it small enough for people who have never felt anything this large to understand. You only have to do one thing: believe that you deserve it, because you do, you always did. And somewhere, in the quiet place where this person holds everything they feel for you, they have been hoping with everything they have that one day you would finally believe it too. Welcome to Psychology Fact, where we speak the truths your heart has known for a long time but needed to finally hear out loud. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and know this: you are not alone in what you feel. You never were.